What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for VH1's Family Reunion Love and Hip Hop Edition. I believe that is it. I'll have it correct in the screen. So, before we go ahead and get into this, is Action Up Season 3, Episode 2. Seeing Red is the title of the episode, you guys. And before we go ahead and jump into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and aren't yet subscribed, then what we doing, you guys? Why we keep going on this date every week and you guys having me pay for it at the end of it? Stop doing that and having me pay. Stop doing that. Do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss VH1's Family Reunion Love and Hip Hop Edition, shall we? So, you guys, now I can say that this review might not be long at all because this episode, nothing really happened until the end of the episode, and it was a doozy. So, Chaotic, you guys know Chaotic is still in his room. He tested again, to see if he still has COVID, but his test is inconclusive. He's like, I know it was nothing but negative and positive. He was like, what is inconclusive? I'm like, Chaotic. Inconclusive is when they don't have enough, they couldn't gather enough information to determine if, or maybe the test was, faulty. Who knows? Inconclusive means they just couldn't gather, they just didn't have enough data to, give you positive, negative. Really all it is. But you guys know I actually like Chaotic from Love and Hip. I actually like Chaotic, right? So you guys know that everybody is hosting their own specific day. Now, don't they only be there for a week? And it's a whole hell of a lot of people on this cast. Because so Amara is going to be hosting Carnival, and Miss Nikki Baby is going to be hosting a fashion show. So we see Mariah Lynn in her room, and Amara went to go check on, Mariah Lynn, right? Y'all, when it comes to Mariah Lynn, I really, really, really need Mariah Lynn to stop with this age thing about Carly. Is Carly an older woman? Yes. One thing I'm going to say about Carly, and it might be unpopular, well, no, because I see it all the time in the shade room and stuff. Carly is a beautiful woman, right? But it's all the work she's had done to her body. The face, the ass. When they did that carnival and Carly's ass, I mean, y'all remember when I'm like, I hope Carly didn't get her ass done after K Michelle made that joke about her with her we're talking about the deflated ass cheeks. Oh my God, I miss K Michelle. So I love the fact that Amara told Mariah Lynn, like, baby girl, you the one that started this with Carly. Granted, Carly paid you dust. You wanted to address Carly and talking about you don't want to put your hands on anybody. That jumped it off right there. So then we see Tokyo Vanity. She's joining us, right? So Tokyo was in her room as well, because when she came in with Chaotic. And we all know about Chaotic, right? So we also find out from Tokyo that she hasn't really spoken to Spice or to Carly. Now, I remember at one point Tokyo made a post about Carly Red, and I don't know if it was around this. I don't know if it was when they were filming or if it was before that, but I do remember she made a post about Carly because it hit the blogs. So Mariah Lynn tells Tokyo what happened between she and Carly the day before, and the fact that, she had called Carly messy. And, Tokyo was like, Carly knows she fucking messy. Carly knows she messy. We know Carly's messy. So that's that, right? So then we move over and we see Gunplay and Scrap working out. Y'all, Scrap and this Whoopi Goldberg hair is it's blowing me, right? So Scrap asked Gunplay, like, yo, what was that last night? And Gunplay was like, he was on some bullshit, and that, he needs to sit down, he needs to apologize to Mariah Lynn, and at the same time he needs to sit down and apologize to Trick. So he explained to, Scrap about the situation of him tearing up, Trick's Airbnb back when he was dealing with his drugs and whatnot, right? So let's pause here and let's move forward. So next up, you guys, we go over to TT's room. So TT is on the phone with Zelle, right? God, Zelle is not one of my favorite people on Love and Hip Hop. I actually can't stand him. So she's talking to him about Alexis, and I'm like, so it took for you to call this Tasmanian devil for him to tell you to squash that shit with Alexis, and she's like, well, I'm gonna do that. I was like, girl, what? That's all it took? Okay, girlfriend. So we see Fresher and Jen. You guys, I'm still confused as to why Jen and Fresher aren't even here. I could literally do without both of them. And I forgot that they were on season 10 of Love and Hip Hop New York. So I definitely reviewed that season. I just forgot about them. But when I saw them last week, I knew who they were. I just couldn't remember which season they were on. But I knew they annoyed the hell out of me on their season that they were on. So Fresher was upset that Jen didn't have his back when all the ladies came at him in last week's episode. She was like, what was I supposed to defend? And she called a nigga a fuckboy. I'm like, so you called your fiance a fuckboy, but you are engaged to this fuckboy. Make that make sense, lady. Now I do feel bad for the fact that he got robbed, that, and because when they showed his eye, I was like, damn, they really fucked you up. So that's that. Let's pause here and move forward. So you guys move over to the block party. Everybody was dressed up with the exception of Trick, who looked like a damn UPS driver. I was with Amara, like Trick. You could at least put a little bit of color with it. KK was like, we all dressed up from our countries or whatever, and Trick dressed up like he came from his hood. I was like, you ain't never lied about that. So Carly walked up to Tokyo and told Tokyo, like, yo, we need to have a conversation. And Tokyo was like, wait a minute, you talking about we need to talk? Bitch, tell me what it is right here, right now. So Fresher and Chrissy, they find out that they're neighbors with each other, right? And Fresher tells her, Chrissy this is, that his mama lived with them and so does Jen's mama. I'm like, wow, okay. Chrissy says, ain't no way in hell her and Nancy Ruth could live with each other. I'm like, you goddamn right about that one. You guys, I'm so ready to see my girl Nancy psychotic. Oh, that voice that Nancy got. Nancy's voice. Because I'm his mom. I'm a psychotic bitch. Oh, Nancy, oh God, Nancy's voice hurts to do it. But I always could do Nancy's. Oh, there are two people who's like, I can go, because I can go raspy. Nancy from Love and Hip Hop, New York. Angela from Love After Lockup, and rest in peace, God rest her soul, Big Ange. Oh my God, Drata. Like I really miss Big Ange. Rest in peace to Ange. So, Gunplay, he went up to Mariah Lynn and he apologized to Mariah Lynn, and she accepted it. I will say one thing about Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn in her interview looks so pretty because she has her hair. She doesn't have them heavy ass wigs on her head. Mariah Lynn, girl, wear your real hair because your real hair is pretty. Them wigs are a no. So let's pause here. And we finna wrap up, you guys. I told you this guys video wasn't gonna be that long. So we see Amara. So Amara is performing her song. Move it there. I mean, that's literally what she said. Move it there. I'm like, girl, is that all you know? Because I've listened to that song I remember when she recorded it on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I was like, so we ain't gonna say nothing else but move it there. I mean, it's a catchy beat, but move it there. I'm like, okay, girl. So, you guys, Shay Francine Frinsky Bucky Johnson shows up with her brother. Now, I didn't know this storyline, and I don't know how true it is and how real or fake it is, right? So, Mariah Lynn invited Shay Francine Frinsky Bucky Johnson and her brother, MJ, right? So, Shay Francine Frinsky Bucky Johnson spoke to Spice. Spice ignored her, so I don't know if there's a beef between Spice and Shay Francine Frinsky Bucky Johnson, but we'll see eventually, right? Now, Amara's father, the father of Amara's daughters, Alan. Now, this part I did not know because I didn't finish watching this season of Love and Hip Hop Miami or the previous season. Well, it was both the same season, but I didn't finish either one of them, Atlanta or Miami, right? So MJ was cool with Alan. Alan and MJ, well, no. MJ introduced Amara to Alan. I was like, girl, you, I mean, I ain't judging, but girl, they were cool. They weren't, no, Shay did say that they weren't best friends, so it ain't like they were best friends. So, Alexis and Tierra, they made up with each other. We'll see how long that lasts. So then we have the fashion show, and this is where all of the hell broke loose. Now, everybody, I will say that everybody did look good at the fashion show, but like I was saying earlier about Carly's ass, it was just a lot of those manufactured asses, and I mean, they just wide as all hell. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of ass. I see why Fashion Nova and Shein and all of them get so much business, because shit, those are probably the only things that make pants that'll fit them wide asses. So at one point, Jen decided that she wanted to get up and address the group. I'm like, I was with Tokyo, girl, sit the fuck down. I was thinking the same thing. So this is where hell broke loose, right? Because Carly is sitting over there. This whole episode, Carly had been giving little snake eyes to Tokyo, right? So Tokyo addressed Carly and asked, like, what the fuck is the beef, Carly? So Carly says that Tokyo was saying that all the vets on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta needed to go. Was she wrong? Actually, you know what? Yes, I will say. So, excuse me, y'all. So that's really how it all popped off. So, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta real quickly. Because you guys know I've stopped reviewing Atlanta. I've actually stopped watching Atlanta. When Atlanta came back from the pandemic, it was not pre-pandemic Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Because number one, we had brought down Yandy and Mendices, Eric and Safari, and I felt like with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, it got overshadowed by the New York people, right? Then, on top of that, Kirk and Rashida. We've been talking about how fake their storylines is for years with Kirk and Rashida. And then they didn't have Stevie J. I mean, if we're going to be honest with each other, I think Love and Hip Hop Atlanta kind of went downhill when Jocelyn left the show. I'm not saying she was the show, but it kind of lost its flavor a little bit. But I kind of, if Tokyo did say this, I kind of see both sides, right? We can keep some of the OGs, but some of the OGs can go because they don't bring much to the show. Despite the fact that we might like some of them. But honestly, I feel like at this point, they need to bring all four franchises back, right? Hollywood, Miami, Atlanta, and New York. Maybe that way we can, and I always like with Love and Hip Hop that we would keep our OGs, but we would sprinkle in some. Stop! God damn it! I like that we would sprinkle in some new people with our OGs, right? So let me know what you guys think about that. And then Spice wants to ask Shay, who the fuck invited you? So they said Mariah. Then they want to know why the fuck did Mariah invite her. I was like, what the hell is going on here? It was just a bunch of screaming at one point. And then in the next week's episode, we see the clip where Tokyo finna go up and just swing on Carly. Now, is it gonna connect? Who knows? But that's the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.